We ready to go. Hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. HARLOT University in full effect. This is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. This is just for elevated students and people who've been following me and who support my broadcast. This has nothing to do with no clout. This has nothing to do with nothing that's going on in y'all little weak ass underworld YouTube community. This is for smart people who are into other conversations. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. HARLOT University in full effect. We'll see who pops up, see who's in for the day. Oh, what a day. Best time to be alive. Oh my goodness. The fall of Babylon, Lord have mercy. The fall of Rome starts. Listen to me. The fall starts. Now listen to me. The fall starts with the beast and with the death of the queen. Press 1. Yeah, I told you the beast that sit on 7 hills, that's the 7 kings, is buried there. Press 1. Over there. Yeah, they told them to leave, so they got fucked by them. Now they go into the same shit. Never mind. Y'all get it in a minute. Press 1 to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the best time to be alive. The fall of a Nazi. Press 1. What up, said my dog. Welcome back, said the fall of a Nazi. Said, look what we got. One. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Lord have mercy. God is good. He wants you to be free. He wants you to be free, but you got to understand what's going on. I told you death come in threes. I wasn't even off the air yet, and that broad, you know what? I'm out of here. Press 1. And we up out of here. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. For the HARLOT University students, I told you, this is like Adolf Hitler having Parkinson's, waiting on the radio. Did he die yet? Did he go? Yes, this is equivalent to World War One, World War II. Is he still alive? Radio come back, say, she croaked. Press 1. She out of there. Time to go meet Jesus. Press 1. When it's time to meet Jesus. Right here is where you want to be. When you done all your evil in the world. Press 1. This bro don't put everybody through a goddamn Holocaust, and y'all sitting around this earth talking. They got little boys and little girls jumping out of Buckingham Palace windows, and y'all sitting around talking about that's because you're a Satanist. That's because that's your mama, and you're a child of Satan. And that's why. And Satan's kingdom, and the sovereign ones who've been put over you, Satan's sovereigns. Press 1. That's what you get. The major. I know the queen bees out there mad than a motherfucker. All the hoes gonna party tonight. One more time for the queen bee. Press 1. She been queen since she was 25. She was queen before she was born. This broad is Queen Elizabeth the First, the Second, the Third. Press 1. She was there when the Nazis did everything they did. Press 1. Guess what? She's a Nazi. She was born into Nazism. Press 1. You don't believe me? Don't make me do it. Press. Look at your neighbor and say,
not like this. Not like this.
See, this is why God wanted y'all to know history the way I've been kicking it, so y'all understand when they die not to muster up no damn feelings. Press 1. This is already prophesied. This is the end. This is the best part in the damn movie when the superheroes start kicking ass. Press 1. You ever saw the Avengers, X-Men, something when they start winning after getting fucked up? Press 1. This is what it looks like in real life. She was groomed to be queen since she was a child, but a black butterfly. She was groomed. Girl, this is deeper than rap. She was groomed to be. Who gonna take over the trust? I don't know. They tripping. I don't know. I feel like Quando right now. I'm out. Press 1. I'm turning in my flag. Press 1. I'm turning in my flag, fellas. Woo, the world is getting crucial out here. People dropping left and right. The queen don't die. That mean anybody. That mean God ain't playing. This bitch ain't died in 300 years. Press 1. Welcome to Carol Comedy Hour. This bitch ain't died for 300 years. Press 1. They start calling her a reptilian. The reptile don't die. Press 1. The alligator don't die. Press 1. He ain't died in 300 years. God said we limited to 120 years. She said, damn that. Press 1. My organs work. Press 1. Fuck my organs. I ain't got no organ. Press 1. Who needs organs? Press 1. I got gold and silver. When you got this stuff, you don't even need organ. You don't need nothing but a brain and a pump. Press 1. That's Big Draco for real. She be looking on Instagram. What? Press 1. I'm the first one to put a nigga in the Holocaust. Press 1. They didn't want to give her no Instagram. I'm the first one to burn a nigga on. Press 1. I'm the first one. Press 1. Yeah, niggas, what they? It's cool. Oh. I say I'm the first one to shoot a nigga. Press 1. Oh my goodness. You want to see a dead reptilian? Press 1. Lord have mercy. Whoo, I've been waiting on her all season. Press 1. I knew it was coming. I just stayed up all night like it was Christmas for some reason. What am I doing up? The Lord want me up right now. It's like Christmas. Say, the female who stole every damn thing. The monarch. Press 1. The lords of London. The mother alien, as I described, has passed away. Lord have mercy. White folks is crying. That's the. You know why? Because they all Catholics. You see, she's connected to the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church crying, they crying, everybody crying. Mother whore harlot that the Bible speaks of has been devoured. Press 1. She gone. Ain't no more protection under the queen, the trust. Yeah, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but it has to happen. Somebody said it's the third time this year she died. No, this is the real one. She really died now because I said so. Press 1. Because I said so, damn it. Press 1. This broad been in the monarch, and they came to power. She following the death of her father, who? King George. Press 1.
Shame. Shame.
You see why they don't want you to know King George is George Washington? Because that's her daddy. Press 1.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
You see what I'm saying? So her daddy is King George, who died. Press 1. And she got all this. Enough for a whole nation who was just robbed. You get it? Her whole existence is the reverse of the Kwame Brown contract. Press 1. King Charles doesn't sound like King George. Oh, no. No. King Charles, they don't have any standing. They just write letters to each They just write letters to each other. Oh, she was a great sovereign. This is what the Revelation is about. Oh, she was a great sovereign. Above all, press 1. all the newscasters out there. Oh, she didn't play by the rules. You damn right she didn't play by the rules. She did things her way. You damn right. She took what she wanted. Ah, by golly, she became queen even if she had to kill her daddy. Oh my goodness. It's a good time to be alive. I know Brittany's upset. I got dark comedy. Press 1. They like messing with the kids. Well, we got dark comedy too. Dark comedy. I want to show you guys something because it's evident because I mentioned her being a neo-Nazi, and this is the fall of the Third Reich because the Third Reich has failed. God beat them up. Y'all don't know how close y'all be coming to get y'all ass whooped. See, this is the biggest Nazi on the planet next to the other one. This is the big one right here. And white folks don't want to admit this. They all crying over Nazis. You know why? Because the Nazis won the war. They stole the trust and made it look like the Allies won. To make you think, when you're born into this shit, to make you think you're free. When really the Nazis won the war and put on American stripes. Oh, Jesus Christ. They put on American stripes and said, yeah, we got a new deal thanks to Mr. Roosevelt, who's called the trust buster. Not Donald Trump. Roosevelt. Whose trust did he bust? Well, King George, that is. Press 1. Oh. Somebody gets a new deal. Lords of London and city-state of London is opened up, the banks, and oh, what a grand time to be alive. Press 1. Oh, what a grand time to be alive. Oh my goodness, the presidents, the popes, all the bankers are all going down. History is exposing itself overnight. I want y'all to see this, and I want you to look clear so you can know what a Nazi is. Press 1. Now, this is courtesy of a real news network, so I need y'all full attention. They're going to let you know that I'm telling the truth.
This morning, Buckingham Palace wants to know who leaked a video from Queen Elizabeth's family archive. The Sun newspaper obtained a 70-second black and white video showing the Queen as a child. It apparently shows her performing a Nazi salute.
Press 1. Press 1.
Shame.
I told you, only
Shame.
I can do this.
Shame.
Only I can do this. I told you, here it is. Just what y'all wanted to salute. I told you. There is no gray area, and I didn't know for nobody. Everybody gets it. See? And I already told y'all. So we know who stole from King George right there. There we go. We got culprits. Press 1. Look at this shit. You see this shit said? Huh? The Nazis said.
Charlie Daggett is outside Buckingham Palace in London with how the palace may have helped the video get out. Charlie, good morning.
Good morning to you. Palace officials have confirmed to us this morning that an internal investigation is underway to determine the source of the leak, where that family footage came from, and just how it ended up in the hands of the Sun newspaper. It's a grainy home movie shot in 1933. Playing up for the camera, a young Queen Elizabeth is seen apparently raising a Nazi salute. Playing up for the camera, a young Queen Elizabeth is seen. It's a grainy home movie shot in 1933. Playing up for the camera, a young Queen Elizabeth is seen apparently.
That's the big tall girl, not the two little kids. Press 1. They try to fool us. Press 1 is her right here. Told you. I told you, see?
Shame. Shame.
I told you.
Shame.
I don't just do little silly clout chasing stuff. I'm here to give you the real deal Holyfield. Hey, look, check this out. Let's put this to the side because there's a lot of students that don't really understand what's going on. But when I tell you this right here, these are the people who put the Afro-Americans in the Holocaust. I got their ass like they got Epstein and them. Press 1, I moved on. I told you I was 2 years ahead of y'all. This gonna be coming up in the future for you. Press 1. I'm trying to tell you, the Pope is the president. You get it? The Christian, the Catholic little things, these are the same individuals. I didn't know that God was going to lead me to solving the mysteries of the earth. I just do it. You feel me? Y'all, we've been following for the same people this whole time. We've been tricked. Everybody. So it ain't just it's all of them. They got us. And Mr. Gillespie, press 1. Mr. Gillespie proved it. I'm proving every day. I'll just be waiting. Press 1. Woodrow Wilson was Pope Pius. So when they say Pope Pius in the dark ages, we got one picture. It's Woodrow Wilson. You see right here, it's the same dude. Press 1. Ain't no back in the day, nothing. The Bible is living. It's right now. Gee, this shit going on right now. And the Holocaust happened to you. And they stole your heritage. And they stole your trust. Theodore Roosevelt stole your shit. Woodrow Wilson them stole your shit. The Queen stole your shit. You and I'm just sitting over here improving this on my little YouTube page. Fuck them thousands of views talking about that other shit. Look, though, this what I really enjoy is the proof is in the pudding about Cairo University. You would say what you want about Kev. One thing, like say it knows. Say what you want about say it knows. No matter Kev talk shit about say it smarter motherfucker. We don't figure this shit out a long time ago. But this right here,
Up for the camera.
this is the missing link to the who, what, where, when, and why they would put you in the furnace.
Young Queen Elizabeth is seen apparently raising a Nazi salute alongside her mother and younger sister dancing around. Her uncle, the future King Edward VIII, does the same. Whether an innocent gesture done in jest, the palace is said to be scrambling to figure out how the film got out.
They're grave robbers.
As Royal
Tomb Raiders.
correspondent Roya
They Tomb Raiders.
There's been a huge level of concern as to how the material got out. The fact that they actually don't know how it's got out, unknown things like that to do with the royal family and archives rattle royal aides, and they rattle members of the royal family too.
They rattle history. That's what they do. Whoa, they're Nazis? This is in 2015. This is in 2015. Did they think Mr. Gillespie will come in 2020? No. They just doing the press. So don't make it look like what you don't do today don't matter tomorrow. There's always greater coming. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you that all of these people are hidden neo-Nazis. Germans and Polish and Dutch and Swedish.
However, part of that clip had already been made public.
Hitler and them didn't lose the war. They immigrated over here. The Germans didn't, all them Nazis, all these wars, they just migrated right to the Americas and became U.S. citizens and helped invade the South and overthrow, oh my goodness, everything. That's what happened. Who you think that was in the Klan? Nazis.
Currently showing the Queen and her sister just moments after that incident, part of an exhibition by Buckingham Palace last year, which has lent to claims the palace itself may be partly to blame for inadvertently releasing the footage to documentary makers. The Sun newspaper won't say where they got it, but it was obtained in a legitimate fashion and published with the public interest in mind, says managing editor Stig Abel.
But the fact remains that in 1933, led by a man who was to become Edward VIII.
Led by the man who was to become Edward VIII. So is Edward VIII a fucking title rather than a fucking name? It became a title after the real royals. Press 1. Y'all tripping.
British royal family were doing Nazi salutes to a video. That seemed very immediately to us to be a matter of great cultural, historical, and general interest.
The historical interest the paper claims is that it reveals King Edward's implicit support for the Nazis from early on. Long accused of being a Nazi sympathizer, Edward visited Hitler in 1937 after giving up his crown to marry U.S. divorcee Wallace Simpson.
Giving up his crown, so he gives up his crown to marry. Oh, really? Grave robbers, right? So a man gives up his crown to marry. Facts. Right. Right.
The Queen was only about 6 years old when the film was shot at the private residence of Balmoral, unaware of what that Nazi salute would come to symbolize. Adolf Hitler was then an aspiring politician, already a German chancellor and the head of the Nazi.
But you can't blame that on Hitler when there was before that. Press one. She was born, she came way before the 33 and the stock market crash and all that.
Party, but before
you see how they just tell history backwards and forwards and backwards, they jump in, they time shifters.
he became the Führer of the Third Reich, long before the horrors of World War II and the atrocities of Nazi Germany.
Now, don't those look like the same Americans when when World War II came and Americans came home from World War I and they had all the American flags, right?
Before the horrors of World War II,
the Americans was waiting on them at the house. Remember what at the house in New York,
and the atrocities of Nazi Germany.
It was just change your clothes.
And as much as that footage
sick.
came as a surprise, it's not likely to affect the public image of the Queen herself.
It's not going to damage the monarchy in the eyes of the British public, and I think, across the board people understand.
This is the man in the high castle. This is the man in the high castle vibes like a mug. And it just goes back to what's really going on. Who really financed the extermination program of the American Negroes? The Queen, who just passed away, the monarchs, the Pope, the Catholic Church, and all of the above. They all took part in the fall and gained everything after the crash and the stolen resources of the great empire of the George Washington the Great. Press one, who established this whole nation, in which authorized the contract of the Constitution with the federal government, which would be Italy and all of these other folk on the other side, North Africa, which were being built up by engineers of our own Army Corps. Has she been dead for a while? Ace, too much. I think you got the wrong perspective on if she been dead for a while. Obviously your brain don't work, because if you really listening to what I'm saying, none of what those little atoms and protons and neutrons that's formulated in your cranium, none of that would even came to your brain, whether she died yesterday or the day before and they just announced it today. I said the involvement in the worst Holocaust on the planet, which was the extermination and the confiscation through the federal government of our property, our gold, our resources, our oil, our Bibles, our names that attaches us to the land, was written in the Bibles. The Nazis came here and destroyed that's what I'm saying. You're not listening. The Queen, I was looking for if it was just the Pope and the Catholicism and this whole hiding the infrastructure of the Nazis, but it goes back to London and the corporate state, the illegal, fraudulent corporate state of London. Press one, which y'all think is Europe, but it's really just a bank that's hiding all your resources, that all of the 50 niggas that's written on Tupac thing all collect the benefit that's due to you. That's what God is telling you today, bro, is that you see Qatar and you see the resources that's being collected from that. Those are all based off of your name and your beneficiary and your land rights and your land that's all tied to Afro-Americans and they stolen legacy. Press one, and the stolen trust and the stolen beneficiary and the stolen people and the stolen land. You didn't fall 400 or 500 years ago. They just stole this from you. Press one. So it's up to you to think whether you want to think about lower consciousness shit that's dealing in the community with niggas that gang bang and all this other, or you kind of like want to up the ante into what's really going on in the world. That's up to you. You know, I'm here to tell you like this. Look, this is the same people right here. The presidents and the popes running little games on you. This is the image that they use to say you was put on slave boats, which is untrue. You were put in a Holocaust, and in Revelation, somebody need to call that of the uncovering of the beast. But it talks about the 7 kings that sit in the. We'll get into that. But y'all was put inside the Holocaust. You see how that's lined up there? You were put inside the furnace as a living sacrifice. Press 1. That's what a Holocaust is. Or organic burning. Press 1. And it was put in place. These are Catholic priests up there. The Catholic, go check Woodrow Wilson, Pope Pie. All this is going on at the same time. They just wearing new clothes. You got me? They just switching identity and wearing new clothes, but they can't change their face though. So y'all can sit up here and have a grand funeral, but I'd rather have a great YouTube show about how and why it's important for you to, as a man and a woman, to speak, because their kingdom is falling. The monarchs is falling, and the falling of the woman is the beginning. Y'all already know that's after the trumpets and stuff. Look. This is Walt Disney, something right here. This is Herbert Hoover. These are the same damn people. And I've been studying this for quite some time. How Disney, y'all think I'll just be saying Disney. I'm not saying just Disney. This is international corporation with artificial sovereignty, claiming to be royals through a corporation which has stole all of our land and stuff. I'm proving. Bible say prove all things. Press 1. Not sit up there in theatrics. Press 1 and said about how you feel today and how you can just get back and you feel like your family need to get together and do all this wonderful theatrics and something's holding you back. This fucking theater. I'm here to prove all things, like they said. Press 1. They say, Kev, get them. I said, I ain't graduated shit. So what? Get them. That don't mean you're not smart. Get them. So we get them. Just like that. You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. So this is why they really mad at me. I ain't talking about white people. I'm talking about niggas, because they can't go here in their mind. They can't never figure out why they enslaved. They said somebody got to explain why I ain't got shit. Well, I'm doing the best I can. I'm telling you, they went playing different clothes. The Nazis don't became Catholics, don't became, huh? I said the Nazis don't became Catholics and don't become president, nigga. That's what I see it. Press 1. I'm too rugged, raw, outlaw type shit. I said the Nazis became Catholics, became presidents. They people became citizens, nigga, and stole your name, nigga. Press 1. Paru. Now, who, nigga, I'm the baddest on the planet. Now what, nigga, what? Press 1. That take balls to say, nigga, what? That's who, the Nazis. That's who you praising, right? That's who stole it, right there. You can't do nothing but come to class and focus. Make sure you support the broadcast by either hitting the like button and all that. We got played big time. We got played by people, and what happened? Y'all, what happened? Our sons and daughters went off to war and died in World War I and II, the Great War. Press 1.
Unknown caller.
All right, let me see who's smart today. Coffee and Kush TV on the air. What up?
Hey, it's Brittany.
Hey, what's up, Brittany?
Not much. I have Revelation 17, if you'd like me to read it.
Go ahead.
Okay. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sit upon many waters, and whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So he carried me away in the spirit to the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carry her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou saw was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sits. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he come, he must continue for a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7th, and goes into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou saw are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
Facts.
And he said unto me, The waters which thou saw, where the horse sits, are peoples, multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
So that's a many
And the
people.
10 horns,
So the water is many people.
yes,
Got you.
peoples, multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
So a bunch of, like America, like multitudes of everything. Go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou saw upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou saw is that great city, which reigns over the kings of the earth. Revelation 17.
You finished?
I'm sorry?
You finished?
I can't hear you.
Are you finished?
Oh, yes, that's it.
All right, cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, what'd you take from that? You can explain what you get from that.
I can explain?
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second. My phone's acting up. Okay, so we're talking about the Queen right now, but also Red Cross, the Vatican, the blood of the saints. We know that, like Tartarus or the Lord of Corn is like the Lord of Skulls and Blood, and I think Brian King read the Valley of Bones. I think that's Ezekiel 37.
Yeah.
Previously as well. So that all
So
kind
you're,
of.
so you're relating Tartarus, this whole to
Sorry?
you're relating Tartarus
Yeah.
with this whole.
All of those.
I got you. That's why they're making reference to this whole dark kingdom. Go ahead.
The skulls under the Vatican.
That's right.
We talked about blood as well. And I think it's Corn that's known as the Lord of Blood as well. So all of that validates everything that you've been presenting about what the Vatican actually has in the tombs and stuff like that.
As far as a possession, and it's
right.
and it's let's say it's dead hand.
Sorry.
And it's dead hand, and it's corporate grip.
Right.
That's right.
Right. And Revelation 17 also talks about names as well. It says, right here. And so he carried me away into in spirit to the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit on scarlet-colored beasts full of names of blasphemy. And it also mentions whose names, we would wonder whose names were written out of the book of life. So that also validates everything he's been teaching about them taking our names and
the meaning,
and basically.
So the names of blasphemy could be the names that's not really them.
Right.
Could be false identity.
Yes, and especially talking about the Titanic and all those ships that were
Oh my
sunk
goodness.
with nobility on them. And then looking into those names as well, you start to see these connections of like the real family and the corporate family, or the straw man family, right? So
Yeah, that's close.
another thing that Revelation 17 points out. It's Revelation 17 basically summarizes everything we've been teaching.
So, so you said it summarizes everything I've been teaching?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for the validation. Thank you, Queen.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes you just gotta walk in it, G. You can't be afraid of it. It's just what it is. Now, if you've been going to the U, at least watching the videos and making sure you understand, like, damn. And even here, and even in the past, it don't take a rocket scientist. This is very important. They are Nazis, and you can't say that they're not. They are. The Sun did a report on them throwing up the Nazi sign, and there's no way to take that back. That's in history. So the question is, were the Nazis the one that performed the Holocaust? Yes. Did the church, the Catholic Church, and the Lords of London over there all profit from the theft of all the Afro-Americans' property, Caesars, and press one, the fall of their royals, which was King George. King George was black. George Washington was black. Not the corporate French-looking King George that's tied to Washington, D.C. I'm talking about the real George Washington. See? The real one. The real one who fought back against the church. That's insane. That's a shame, G. That's a shame. And we lost. We think we come from Africa, which shout out to the Africans. Shout out to the people from all over the world, but we don't come from there. Our whole legacy was stolen, and due to the Catholic Church and the monarch. The whole estate was stolen. Huh? And this is what royalty really looks like. Okay? You can't tell me people don't like chains and stuff around their neck when it's what you stole from them. They want you to, they put chains around your neck to symbolize that. No, you had chains around your neck because you are the beneficiary of greatness, of a whole nation, a continent being founded upon our forefathers' names. Our names mean the world. They're tied to the Bible and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. The Lord don't honor your name. That's not who you are. That's why it's filled with blasphemous names, because that's not you. And that's not your name. Blasphemy, to call yourself something, to try to insert yourself in a bloodline or in a kingdom of God, and you don't, that's blasphemy. That's wrong of you, and you have to repent as well. It's all history. This lady, everything she got is stolen, just like the lady off the Titanic, just like the caller just said. She stole the diamond ring. Talking about Jack is Jacob. Jacob sank. Do you know Jack is Jacob, right? You do know that, right? Like in Avatar, when she like Jack is Jacob. Jake. Okay, so you falling in that water, very symbolic for what really happened in World War One. All of the Afro-Americans pretty much died. at sea. They were all in the Navy. That's how important it is. Y'all see these military men of today wearing these silly ass medals. The only people who was wearing medals at that time were sovereigns. That's why it's important. You know, regular infantrymen walk around with no damn medals and, oh, you won the Medal of Valor. That's why they don't got silly. Because in reality, the medals of dignitary and stuff like that, the king honored you. And things happen in a whole different aspect than what y'all see today. But they don't stole the monarch, the patriarch, and gave it to the monarch and had the whole nation established in London and develop a whole 1,000-year history and said, oh yeah, King Edward the First, Second, Third, Elizabeth 1, 2, 3, all that is time immemorial. That's false. It's not real. The real Queen Elizabeth and King George and all that is right here in the Americas. It's right here. That's why the Carolinas is named after Charlotte. Queen Charlotte. That's why it's named. That's why Virginia. Why Virginia? Why would King George Washington have a royal colony in Virginia? Think about it. Because it's King George. And he's a royal. And he's establishing. How dare you go against the king to establish and give it to and take God's tithes that he take care of the people with and give it to the banking system to enslave the world. How dare you? You can't blame this on Pope back in the day of 3 AD. This is right now. This broad just died. It's just popping. I know this is the end for you. This is a big sign. Why y'all crying and shit? This is a huge sign upon the world that the fall is at hand. I don't care what you said. The fall is at hand. I don't care what type of funeral service. I don't care. Y'all know how much these people destroyed on this earth for y'all to be sitting up here on my timeline, black people, when she don't enslave the world. No. Give them they freedom and they rights and they benefit package that's in this broad crown. Give it to the rightful heirs. Press 1. The only people, how you gonna take they shit and then all eat from the beneficiary package and then kick the real people of the benefits out and get them food stamps called benefit and then say pick yourself up by the bootstrap? Oh no. This is why somebody said let it fall. This is why it's gonna fall. You don't have a choice but to look at it fall. Yeah, this is the queen bee right here. You see them diamonds in that chair? You see them diamonds in there? You see that crown? That's highest of the Freemasonic order. That's all knights and everybody fall down. Yo, black power is nothing in front of the queen. Why? Because she is the beneficiary of she is the holder of the trust. Press 1. And you don't know why you in slavery. How the Red Cross? Because the Nazis became Catholics. Press 1. And through the Catholic and through the church, Red Cross you was beat up by a Red Cross. Remember? Y'all starting to remember what the Red Cross was, right? That was the infiltration unit. Press 1. See, the Vatican used the Red Cross to enter your zone. Once they got over here, press 1. Let me stop. No, let me go. Press 1. Look at your neighbor and say,
Not like this.
yeah, once
Not
you got
like this.
once you got over here, press 1. Once you got over here, oh, you just put on new clothes. So you was French over there. So you really French. See, but you became Catholic because you taking something that don't belong to you. So you got to find a way to do it. Huh? You become a little Boy Scout. Press 1. And get that, but you really a Nazi. So they helped them, press 1, switch their identity and become thieves by way of humanitarian efforts. Why you think on we'll get to that. So you went from, in the 1920s and 30s, went from what the sister said, brunette and copper tone folk, to enslaved individuals. How did it happen? How did Umar and them convince you from Africa? How Dane and them convince you a goddamn Indian? Press 1. You are the builders of civilizations, champion. That's why I call my audience champion. Because you are the bloodline of champions. Press 1. Who stood by one another. They weren't talking about I want single shit. That's why this is deserved. That's why you deserve reparations. Because they stole it. That's why. And have taxes being laid out on your plan? Have taxes have been laid out for you? No. Ukraine got more taxes than you. Ukraine ain't even from here. Why they give them $47 billion? Why? Because they're fueling themselves. So instead of Tamika Mallory knowing our history, you know what she fight for? Them. Or George Soros. Press 1 and friends. Because as long as you don't know who you were and don't know how you ended up in this situation, you'll never make it out. You got pity on this. This the person who robbed you. This the person who robbed you. Now you must not heard Tupac. Should we cry when the Pope died? My request is what? We should cry if they cried when we buried Malcolm X. And here you is on my goddamn timeline. I'm not crying for shit. In fact, I'm saluting. Press 1. I'm saluting. Because judgment, when I say the day she died, I thought it was the day Michael Jackson died. I said, man, when Michael Jackson died, I know it's bad. But Michael Jackson came and went. But I knew once she go, because I know she about 317, 18, maybe 319 years old. And I know it's about that time. So what happened? Well, in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, the transitioning of power was going on at that time. They wanted to weigh in. Ellis Island. All the white people you see today came by way of Ellis Island. Press 1. And the Isle of Wight. And the church. Because the church had to bring a lot of foreign people in, and which are Italians. They from Italy. Press 1. A lot of Mexicans are bastard children of Italy and Poland. Press 1. That's why, ask a Mexican how you say thank you. Now ask them. Press 1. I'm not going to play with these people. No more. No más. Gracias, señor. These are the same people. Y'all the one who making up different stuff. These are the same people who invaded the Americas and took the property. How much did they pay? Nothing. They just had to move in. You was already exterminated. What'd you say? The Holocaust. 6.2 million Negroes. Press 1. Who did it? Them, the Queen, and the Pope. Press 1. Them, the Queen had all the gain from it because she gained everything from it. The Pope as well, they gained everything from it. So when you ask me, what was there to gain from the trust? Think of America as a dark Afro-American working class nation. Now look at it and tell me what the fuck was the gain behind how they ended up with the crown. Not how you make $80,000 a year climbing up things, working on construction sites. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm talking about some other shit. We on two different levels. Don't talk to me about your job and what type of boots you wear and my Michael Jordans. I'm on another level. Press 1. Dog's Kingdom said, "Get ready for king energy. You had it too comfortable with a queen being in there. Who is you had it too comfortable with a queen being in there? What does that mean, Daltz Kingson? What does that mean? You had it too comfortable with a queen in there. It wasn't too comfortable. That was burned us up. We were put through the Holocaust with the damn queen in there. Who you talking to? The queen. And we had it too good? Who had it too good? Who had it too good with the queen is in there? Do you know what happened under the queen and the monarchs? Press 1. Do you know what happened under the Pope? We were put through the extermination process. What they thought is slavery is the Holocaust. The real Holocaust. Yeah. That's why all the bodies were stacked up on them boats like that. Press 1. Them wasn't wooden paddle boats. Them was steamboats. Them was frozen bodies going to the morgue to get burned up. And they bodies to be kept over there in the catacombs. 6.2 million of us right there in hell, right there in the belly of the beast. Press 1. I said right there in the belly of the beast. So who you talking to? I know you're not talking to black women. They in there too. See, those are our people. Who had it too good? Us? No way. Press 1. They took us in steamboats. The Black Star Line and the White Star Line. Marcus Garvey, all of them betrayed us. Press 1. Yeah, the Red Cross, indictment, RICO. Marcus Garveyites, indictment, RICO. Sent to Guam. Get out of here. British names like William are to be seen and given back to the real Williams, and the Smiths to be given back to the real Smiths. That type of shit. That's the only thing that Jesus Christ and God and that stuff you believe in the Bible is looking for. He don't want to know about all this wonderful stuff in King. Jesus Christ wants you to give it back. Press 1. The queen is dead. This is a sign that the Bible is real. Look at what Brittany said. Revelation 17. You see? This is basic. No extras, no special effects, just straight directing your test. There's nothing you can do about it. I told you, black people, we don't even got to lay a hand. We got a God. He abides by the law, supreme law of the land. And the land is tied to the people. And the names of the people is written in the Bible, which is God's contract with the land. See, he made it so that you are grafted from, I'm grafted from him, and you're, as my woman or women, whichever we decide, is grafted from me, so you in. The rest of them, see, it was on that type of shit. That's some other shit. The queen sold one of her houses to the Russians. Guess what, Lopez? You're Russian. Press 1. Guess what, Lopez? Guess what? When God and Jesus let you know that that's your bloodline, you gonna be, what's going on? Press 1.
Unknown.
I just want the truth today. I don't want no extras, no special effects.
Perman.
Coffee and Kush TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Taki Perman from Elberton.
What's happening?
I just want to ask you, can you buy the new 2K for me? It's come out tonight.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it, champ. We doing what we got to do. You know, it's a sad day. It's a sad day when people out here crying and not knowing what's going on. Niggas, damn near the end of the world. That's the end of the book. I mean, the end of time. The end of time immemorial. You know, the time, the 1,000 years that the time didn't exist, where the devil made his presence, that he ain't even real. The devil's a lie. Bars. Somebody said the truth. Royal Purpose said the truth is revealing itself. 100. Don't forget itself. And the lie. See, the lie can never be time because the truth withstands all. So, at some point in time, the lie will be exposed because it can never get past the truth. Never. The light is the truth. The dark is the lie. You got it? You got it? No, y'all just getting distracted by the fool. Y'all actually typing in what this nigga did 33 minutes ago, and I'm ahead of that. That's light stuff. You worried about that. You missing what's important. Press 1, you too busy typing, worried about the devil. You know? But we talked about this 3 years ago. It's a damn shame that y'all crying and suffering, and now you need to know the importance of why you should be happy. Why? Well, shit, contracts up. You know, the Disney thing go further than that. See, this is Satan's kingdom down there in the bottom of the Vatican. That's why I said Mickey Mouse. See, Mickey Mouse ain't just that little cartoon character that's right there. This is dealing with high spiritual madness right here. And the kingdom and all this. The rat kingdom and all this shit. This what Jesus caught them fools doing. This is why that's why that church was caught. That's why Jesus was turning over everything. Imagine the church going through all this sacrifice. They doing all this. What you think they was doing? They getting you caught up in so much of the nonsense. What the writers of scripture is telling you is watch out for these people you're living with in the future. It's prophecy. They got you thinking all this happened a long time ago when it's Bible prophecy. If you don't focus on the Bible prophecies, what's in the end of the book? Anybody who,
Unknown caller.
who changed the word of God, who don't abide by these prophecies, not in time immemorial as if it happened. They got us locked in time when it's happening right now. Coffee and Kush, and we living it. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
What up, champ?
I was wondering, in the French undercities, the catacombs?
Yes, sir.
There's full of skeletons right there. You think that's like,
I know
the bodies from the Holocaust?
I know. We talk about that. That's what we talking about right there.
Huh. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna continue watching. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you,
all right,
sir, my man. So as the brother just said, it's catacombs in Italy. Press 1, which are the Nazis. Press 1. The Italians are those people, bro. I don't know what y'all thinking about. I don't know where y'all got y'all history from. History is only good when you know it. Everything else is imagination. Press 1. Italy is the problem. We don't call them all. Theodore Roosevelt. We don't call so many different actors playing different roles and characters, but what we really want to know is about the stolen monarch and how Emmett Till and the firstborns, the Hellfighters, lost their rights. See, did you know that Emmett Till's dad, Louis Till, was wrongly convicted of raping 2 Italian women, Nazi women, murdering the third? In court, one of the victims was asked, is this the man who did it? She said, no, but the U.S. Army. I said, but the U.S. Army found him guilty and hung him in the Pisa, Italy on July 2nd, 1945. An innocent man that served his country was executed. The only thing that the family got back from his possession was his ring with his initials, Louis Till, with LT, oh my goodness, which was given to his son Emmett Till, which was also the ring that made it possible to identify Emmett Till's body when it was pulled from the Tallahatchie River. What's the name? And that's why I gave y'all the Hellfighters and why they had to die. I gave y'all on some Steve Crow who they was. Press 1. I even went to far as and to identify the Hellfighters, and I said, God is good. That's what I said. Because I'm going to show you something. Now, this is deep shit here. This ain't no entertainment page. Forget all the rap shit. Fuck all the internet clout shit. See, we at the row did our research, and I found that tie right there very peculiar. Press 1. See that tie? How that tie is dipping? All right there. See, when we say smoking guns, I didn't just solve the Nipsey Hussle thing. Press 1. I may have solved the missing link to why we in this position. See, because I see that same tie in my brothers down there in Italy in them catacombs that the Vatican is tied to, which led me to drop everything. Come quick, my people is in trouble. Press 1. See, that's why I talk the way I talk. I got a lot on my mind. Where my troll at? Where he at? Press 1. That's why God don't get in my way. 'Cause I'm on God. I'm God's friend. That's why. Don't get it. Don't play with me. 'Cause I'm God's friend. That's why. You hear me? That's why. 'Cause I do big shit. That's why. Don't ask why him and all this and because. I'm God's friend. I'm doing this because God is real. That's why. So when I see these brothers hanged like this and handcuffed in the Vatican, it make me wonder, is that my people? Then when the bones speak out to me and say, yeah, man, you don't found us, Kev. Remember I told y'all that? Man, the bones say, Kev, you found us, bro. We been down here this whole time, Kev. They don't had us. They got our names, our dog tags. They hanged the firstborns. They burned us up. They got us, bro. They gassed us, Holocaust victims, got our bone. Press 1. And you found us. So I don't care what this world say. They said, yep, them bones right there told me you found us. So that's why. They say, how many people live on earth, Kev? You the only one who found us. They can never take that you found us in the bottom of the
unknown caller,
nigga. And we are the lost ones. We are the ones they hiding, the hidden ones. Because they hiding us, so we the hidden ones. Press 1, Coffee and Kush TV.
Hey there, how you doing?
Bless, you on the air, go ahead.
Okay, brother, I just want to say, first of all, I just started watching your show a couple of days ago because of Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
But I really love where you're coming from. I love your approach. I love the fact that you know that you're protected by the blood of Jesus and you don't care what none of these clowns say. And then I got to commend you for standing up for these children. You know, I'm a child advocate. I'm from LA, so I know what's going on. And plus, I work in the movie industry, like as a filmmaker, independent. I just wrote 2 books. One is called The Truth About Strangers.
That's what's
if you get a chance, check it out. It's only on Amazon Kindle.
Check this out. I'm not doing.
I didn't call to talk about my book.
Okay, so
I didn't call to talk about that.
So
that's on a serious level. But I just wanted to commend you for standing.
This is on the serious level right here. This right here.
Yeah, it's on a serious level because it's about children. It kind of coincides. If you get some time on your own.
Miss, go sit down. You get some time on your own. Get behind me, Satan. You get some time on your own. Don't commend me for nothing. I said thanks to God. That's what I said. I don't want that. God, I didn't do that. I didn't do nothing. See? That's God work. I'm just Kevin. Mr. Gillespie, that's me. You feel me? Don't take nothing from God. I don't want nothing.
Unknown caller.
Don't thank me and thank this one and promote no books and sell something in his name in vain. Nothing. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
How you just going?
Man, because I can. Sit down, because you're a disturbance. That's why. I'm talking about Emmett Till and the enslavement of a whole people, not your book. Press 1. Not your book, not nothing. It's a higher understanding, a different breed, a different type of person. I don't care about no books. I don't care about the glory or the clout. Just when this shit gets solved, right here, what happened, and how the firstborn. See, I got a real book that's deeper how the God is real, and how they stole our names and took our names out the book of life and stole it, burnt our names up that's attached to the land, took them on a doll's roll. I got a book, reclassified us, took our royal status and made us slaves and made themselves holy, and stole the names of dignitary names and took it back to Europe. Don't tell me about nothing. I'm talking about Emmett Till, father who was accused of two assault and murder, wrongfully convicted by the government. I'm telling you, was Nazis. They was hung by Nazis. Press 1. Are you crazy? That's why the Hellfighters wasn't even honored all the way up until Barack Obama did it. Press 1. They wouldn't acknowledge the Hellfighters, because acknowledging the Hellfighters will admit the ultimate truth, which was that blacks didn't fight for America in World War I and II or none of this stuff. They fought for Rome and Italy and the Nazis. And that's the truth. Press 1. And they tricked us out of our birthright and put our brothers in the Holocaust. Press 1. And burned them up and put all of them in the goddamn belly of the beast and stole their heritage and confiscated all their properties and immigrated to the Americas and stole their shit. And Roosevelt talking about he got a new deal. Ain't no damn new deal. It's stolen legacy. There's proof that the Nazis ran off with all of the gold in America. They're riding up out of here. That's King George and the beneficiaries. And they rolled way back to Italy and shipped it off. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV.
Nigga, that's what you are. You are a rude, true nigga. You are a rude, true, money begging for a nigga. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Just keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real. You rude and you shrewd.
Okay.
And you don't care about nobody. You just care about somebody sending you some donations, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're a rude, shrewd nigga. That's what you are.
Okay.
I take my credit back. I gave you credit when I should have listened to you. You're rude and you're shrewd. You don't care about nobody but your face being on there, being seen rolling blunts and shit, right?
Yes.
And breaking every rule that you think you can break, right?
Yes.
You just a rude, shrewd nigga. That's what you really are.
Yes. Right. Breathe. All right. She got it out of her chest. So anyway, the purpose of what I do is to prove that the Hellfighters is your firstborn. Press 1. So could you imagine being taken to a foreign nation on a humanitarian run, being caught up in war propaganda, switching sides? Press 1. This is a deep story. This is the biggest story never told. The Harlem Hellfighters, and not just the Hellfighters, the real blacks of the armies, not the Civil War and Revolutionary War, because that's all one war. That's World War I and II. This is all the same war. This is all against King George. This is all for slavery. How was you put in bonds, in stocks and bonds? What are the Masons hiding from you? That they're foreign
Unknown
agents.
caller.
Press 1, that's what they hiding. That they foreign agents. That's right. They're hiding that they're foreign agents and they got you enslaved. That's why Sinette is. Now I'm fucking around and have a brain fart around this motherfucker.
Unknown caller.
They can't fuck with your boy. I'm too ruthless. I'm too ruthless. I'm different. Let me calm down before somebody have a panic attack around here. Coffee and Kush TV, Las Vegas, Sin City. You on the air? What up?
What's going on, bro?
What's your name?
Hey, I seen some the other day where they.
Is this Water World?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What's up? Who's this?
This is Air. What's up, bro?
All right, go ahead.
I seen something the other day where the Catholic Church is like moving all their money. They have to move it by September 30th.
Move it to where?
They have to move all their accounts or something like that. All their assets.
From and to.
So yeah, I've been following you for a little bit. So
Wait.
like all the time.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Okay, from and to, where are they moving from?
I don't know where they're moving it from. I mean, all this, they own everything, obviously. So
No. Where are they moving the assets from?
I don't even know.
So where did you hear this? That you just heard that they just have to? Did you hear that from somebody in front of a liquor store, or where did you?
Oh,
hear?
no. No, I was watching some. It was like some Catholic news on YouTube. I saw like last week, and they were talking about this on the outdated news because I'd be doing some of the research that you'd be talking about.
I got you.
And they said that, and on the channel, they like, yeah, you have to have it all. They're going to have it all moved by September 30th. They set like a deadline. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So that's all I was calling in for, bro.
So where was it before? Do you know?
It's what they've been taking. It's from the.
No, I said
the
where.
state.
Where was it? Is it in London or Switzerland?
Switzerland. That's what you've been teaching.
Well,
so, yeah.
I don't know where they moved it from then, but it seems like that's where the Nazi money was hitting. And Nazi banks, they they in trouble. All right, dude. Thank you for the call, champion.
All right, bro.
My man, that would be crazy. Man, where they gonna move this amount of money to? Whew. That's a whole beneficiary package. Press 1. What Janice and them over there talking about? Oh, U.S. citizens.
Unknown caller.
Press 1. We get to it. Coffee and Kush TV, Kev Gills is on the air. You got the floor.
You don't even know the shit you be talking about. You just be talking out the side of your neck. You don't care about nobody out there in the world at all. No kids or nothing. You just care about your damn self. And you cuss too damn much. That's why I'm cussing. To make you hear how you sound. You arrogant bastard.
I have a father.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. I can't believe you have a father and you act the way you do. You have no manners, no respect, and no morals for anybody. And you're rude. At first, I thought you was cool. You were speaking some knowledge, but you ain't talking about nothing. You don't even know nothing. Even when you came out talking about the kids and stuff, you didn't have no information. You didn't do no research. You didn't read one news article.
Miss,
now you
what's wrong with your soul? You seem like a tormented woman. Oh, what's wrong with your soul?
And give you something.
Miss, calm down. Calm down before you have a heart attack. Yeah. Nobody can hear you because you're on mute. And then, I want you to have a respectful dialogue. So what do you have to say pertaining to the show?
But you're rude and you're shrewd.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and how long do you think you're going to get away with that kind of attitude?
40 years. I've been on the earth a long time. And, I don't know,
Knowledge. You ain't even spreading no news. You're supposed to be out there talking about something going on, trying to help people.
You have a good life, sister, okay? You sound like one of those lost souls that's in that movie Constantine that don't really understand that it's causing its own torment. I'm fighting for you too. I hate the delusion that you got yourself wrapped up in. You got to recognize there's a demon inside of you, not me. Okay? Okay, sister?
You have the platform.
All right, sister. All right. It's been a great time, okay? It's been a great time, Queen.
You're a beggar.
Okay.
You're a beggar. You're a beggar.
She needs a Snicker bar. She goes back to... Coffee and Kush TV. As always, students been escorted. We lose a troll, another one pops up. I mean, you can't keep. They're like internet demons. You lose one, you're in the middle of a funeral proceeding, and another one surfaces. Oh my goodness! That's how you know the demon spirits is real. That's how you know it's the same one. But hey, it is what it is. When you got the truth, what else could you say? The United States, German, U.S. civilian guard are the ones
Unknown caller.
that was hit in front of that was in charge of the Red Cross at the time here in the Americas. Press 1, in which your people was enslaved in internment camps and forced to work for free. You couldn't go out because the U.S. German civilian guard, aka the police, will do this to you. Press 1. Now you know the history behind that. Press 1, internment camps and all this. This was done by these individuals. And where were you housed? At the Red Cross. It was big floods and riots all over the Americas because there was all the wars. And then your people say there was bombs being dropped on. What the fuck do you think that is? What was they doing in World War I and II? Dropping bombs on people. That was the significant. That's the most cinematic part of the theater of war. Opening doors and throwing things that drop on people. Press 1. And you sit up here, oh yeah, they trying to, listening to Tyreek Nasheed. We need another Black Wall Street. No. They were dropping bombs on people. That don't sound fishy to you? You thinking of Wall Street and hustling somebody. Press 1. I'm thinking of something else. You worried about that. I'm worried about this. So where were you housed at? You were housed at the Red Cross. What is the Red Cross? Well, the Krevenkreist. What the fuck is the Krevenkreist? The Krevenkreist is the goddamn, what is it? Somebody tell the audience what a Krevenkreist is. Press 1. This is sad. We thinking all this shit happened years and years and years ago when this just happened. In the early 1900s, just like I said. It's important for you to know that. So what is that? Y'all tripping. That's a concentration camp. The Red Cross and the Holocaust, a great book, okay? You got to start putting yourself in these things. You wanted a book? The Red Cross and the Holocaust, okay? Why you think that flag right there is 911? Defeat through humanitarianism. Press 1. How you think the Louisiana was purchased for so cheap? Floods. They were all right up in there. You were all the way to Chicago doing things. Press 1. The Navy. What was the Navy doing way up there? Nigga, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Now, all this information I'm giving you, now listen to me. It's free. You can Google it. Press 1. That's the cold thing about it. You can Google it. She had a caller was on me. I gave you all that for free just because it's in my brain because the queen is dead. Press 1. That's a lifetime of information. That's a fucking almanac. You know what an almanac is? Ma'am? Press 1. You know what a fucking almanac is? Press 1. Hold on, I'm gonna let you entertain the people real quick. Coffee and Kush TV, you're on the air. Go ahead.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press.
Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead. You got the flow. Go ahead, Queen. You got it. Okay, so you just so that's okay. You'll never call again. Thank you for the call. Yeah, so Kev is like on some real shit. Shady low key. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm like Shady, the smartest man. Press 1. I ain't even gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap. Ain't no way. You feel me? I'm over here doing what I gotta do. Providing the truth to people. If you think I'm begging, fine. Y'all don't say nothing to all these people who be on the internet trying to pump you up with memes, trying to make your life feel better. I'm telling you, ain't no get better. Ain't no get better till you motherfucking submit to God. That's what you better do. You submit to God. You in debt bondage. The queen who was in charge of the bonds and the trust of King George, press 1. What you think I've been kicking this whole time? You think I like you? I'm showing myself approved. What's destined for me is not the same for her. She can call me for whatever she want, but when it's all said and done, do you think I'm gonna give a fuck? That she's ignorant? That one day she gonna say to herself, damn, he was right. Or am I gonna say, damn, that girl LaQuisha, she was right. Press 1, I'm nothing more than a bullshit guy kicking some nonsense. Press 1. Who the fuck I learned German from? Kevin Christ. Press 1. Ain't no nigga from South Central talking about no damn. I studied. You didn't study, LaQuisha. You was out being a thought. Press 1. That you not looking for your relatives. You're not looking to solve all of the immigrants who came over in Ellis Island after all of our soldiers passed away. You're not looking. You wanted to be a thought. You didn't want to go to school and learn and how to develop a righteous brain. You don't care about God. You care about Satan and his kingdom. How many men you drugged? How many abortions you don't have, LaQuisha? Huh? You had a whole Holocaust. Press 1, I bet you're recipient of Margaret Sanger. I bet you Margaret Sanger program. I bet you that's what you listen to in your music. I bet you your music consists of Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood programming all of your life, and you coming against me. Press 1, you girl, you better sue them who damaged your brain and got you thinking having a natural Holocaust, having 12 abortions in your womb, God will be pleased with you. And you think you can come argue with me? I don't got blood like that on my hands. You tripping. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
What's up, Kev? What's going on, bro?
Man, I don't have time to over scream or nothing. You know what's going on.
I ain't screaming, bro. What you talking about? I ain't screaming.
Listen, calm down. Calm down, champ. Calm down.
I am calm, bro. What you need?
So what you need?
Bro, why you acting like I was...
Listen, calm down, bro. You're not written, bro. Your name's not written, bro. I'm sorry for your luck. Time is running. Your life is just what it's going to be. Press 1. There's no more advancement for you. Press 1. I'm sad by your lack of productivity. Press 1. I'm saddened by your lack of productivity. Press 1. That's a shame. That's what's up. I like that. I like the fact that I can elevate my mind past they shit. Them was the same niggas when it's time to get a job. You walking around trying to do better yourself. Hey, bro, where you going to Walmart? And you just trying to provide. But where he gonna be? If God was to come right now and Jesus and all this, where he gonna be? Allah, Buddha, any of them. Come right now, where he gonna be? On retarded in the bungalows, hanging out with all the Balenciaga wearers. Press 1. Not knowing whether his life is in the safety of his own home. That nigga don't even value his own life. Press 1. Walk up and down the street all day unsure of his life. Nigga, your whole life is written about in Deuteronomy, fool. Press 1. You just walking about. Press 1. Hoping tomorrow come today. Press 1. You ain't even worried about right now. Press 1. Your mind is focused on trolling and tomorrow. Press 1. Biblical bars. They both mad. Look, that's her Pookie. Talk to him, babe. Both of them losers in a car. No, cuz, don't be talking about one. Both of y'all, y'all deserve each other. Y'all deserve each other. Press 1. Here you got a brother teaching knowledge and wisdom, and here y'all are because you can't focus. It's the queen's death date, and you can't focus. I'm showing you where all the immigrations, how, who, what, where, when, and how in one goddamn paragraph of bars. Press 1. And you sitting up here talking about what? I'm showing you Woodrow Wilson is Pope Pius. That's unheard of. Press 1. That's unheard of. I'm doing shit like, bro, tell the truth, bro. Don't even come around in my classroom. Your brain don't work here, bro. Press 1. His brain doesn't work. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I spit like bars, bro. You don't fucking made me mad. Now I'm looking for shit. Now I'm really finna destroy their little stupid world. You got me? Well, see, when I say trust buster, what if I told you Theodore Roosevelt is nothing more than an actor? Press 1. And Adolf Hitler and all of these people are all just Disney, and these people folded up, you little bastard. Press, you little inglorious bastard. Press 1. What if I told you that? What if I told you you've been buying your baby mama Mickey Mouse Pampers supporting genocidal motherfuckers this whole time? What if I told you? Huh? Don't get mad at me because I can think outside the box. You going out there and gangbang and sell drugs, punk. That's what you was made to do. I was made to solve equation. You was made to be a bastard. Press 1. Your whole life is bastardism. Press 1. That's his whole life right there, mad because he's a bastard. Press 1. His daddy left him. We all know the story of bastard black people. Press 1. Daddy left him. We all know the programming. Press 1, but let me show you what children who did grow with their parents, even they don't graduate, we still turn out to be better than you, punk. Look, Theodore Roosevelt, Alois Hitler, press 1 is nothing more than William Howard Taft and Mr. McKinley. All of these people are one and the same actors, you little fuckface. You feel me? So what you thought was president, you was staring at the wall. Look again in the Matrix, stupid. You were looking at two sides of the same coin. Press 1. That's what you looking at. See, but while you looking over there, you getting jammed up. Shout out to my super chat, Brenda. Shout out to you, Queen. I taught Brenda something while you in the chat room playing. You can call me what you want to, just don't call me collect when you sitting around in jail because you don't know law and order because you been cut off and you didn't have enough sense to buy. You went and bought all Nike Air Maxes. One thing about me and my shoes, Nike Jordans, and the way I be fresh in my Kev Row attire, I got books like the Bible and the Bill of Rights and U.S. Constitution, the Black's Law Dictionary. Even if I didn't, I'll have it on the app. But I wanted it in a physical form. I wanted to take my currency, which is my energy. I wanted to take that, my chi, my Kev Row master, and actually deposit that in the universe and say, that's me. And look what I came up with. Press 1. See? You playing. Maybe your name don't mean nothing in history. I'm a Gillespie. So I don't know what your name mean. Maybe it's just some peasant shit. Maybe you're an immigrant. I don't know. But I'm fighting for something else. Maybe you just fighting for nothing. I don't know. I'm not in that. I want to know how Mickey Mouse, how did Mickey Mouse get King George status? How did the Queen get the benefits? And how did the Pope get the seat? Press 1. How did the Pope get the seat? How did she get the beneficiary package? And how did the imaginary puppet sovereign kingdom called Disneyland end up with all my shit? Oh, the fucking Trinity. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up? Shut up. So anyway, shut up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How it happened. Kev Row. Ooh, we close. I'm heating up. You know, I don't just say it. I bring it to the square. Where y'all get these names from? You feel me? What is the Harry S. Truman Show? Who is Heimlich Himmler? Who is Walt Disney? Who is these corporations that advertise through Disney y'all look at as television? Who is this right here? This the cold part. Who stripped your soldiers? Who did this? Who are these people? Huh, Democrat? You don't know, do you? Who are these people who stripped them? Who are they? Exactly. Y'all people should be ashamed of yourself. You doing your ancestors a disservice. It's facts. You don't know what happened on the Dolls roll? You don't know what happened. Just, okay, your name ended up there. You went from Indian to what? No, you didn't. You didn't go from Indian to nothing. You went from royal to citizen. That's where you went. You bought into the game. You started believing the propaganda machine, and that's how you fell. And they made you lose sense of the law. Press 1. What law? Supreme law. Where George Washington is. In heaven. In the dome. Right there. So y'all been cut off. You see that down there? Liberty and that shield and that thing right there. Y'all been cut off by them. So in order to get to them, you got to honor, just like scripture say, supreme law. Because you start believing in all this other shit. You forgot about the law. You could have been free if you got back to what George Washington said, which was supreme law. How did you get free? Supreme Court. How's anything overturned in the Supreme Court? What's defined legal? It's already legal and not legal in the Supreme Court. Is slavery legal? No. Donald Trump just said trafficking and signed the executive order. That is supreme law. You see? He signed the executive order. That's it. Slavery is over. So all you got to do is obey the law and come out of your criminal and thuggy mindset and get the benefits. It's like God, all you got to do is obey God's laws to receive the benefits and the blessings that come with it, which is be an heir, be a citizen of Christ, be a citizen of the kingdom, be a citizen of goodness, hope, morality, and wham wham. Think of it like that, because it's the same Levitical principles and laws that was used by Colonel George Washington. Check, you follow? It's the same principle. You will never be free if you don't stand upright and learn law, black man, and know law. You are forever cut off like Jack and the Beanstalk, because you start thinking you was God. You start tampering things and changing things. Now you down there with the amendments. You down there with Nazi, the Senate. You down there, they arguing dumb stuff when the law is the law. You get it? This is where the Catholic Church and the senators and all them at down there. Get back, y'all. Help, y'all. You see the hands down there? They trying to get to God or George. See George up there with all the girls? You get the law, you get the girls, you get the benefits. That's one package. They trying and striving to get to heaven. That's the same concept. It's the same thing. And George Washington is what? He's the father, what they say, the father of the nation, right? But he's also the savior of the nation. And if you go to the 1828 dictionary, it'll tell you that there's only a savior and a savior. And next to Jesus Christ is George Washington. You feel what I'm saying? It's basically telling you, all of this is biblical and to follow the law. And even to get your possessions back, and you must know the law. Even to get reparations, you must know to deserve anything, to be free, to be a constructive force in America. You got to go where George Washington is, which is the supreme law of the land, where Mickey Mouse cannot go, where international corporations cannot go. Press 1, the source. You see in the middle of this is the eye right there. You see that? The eye in the middle of them is the eyeball. Press 1. That's really a point, because they got you thinking the eye and the eye is this and that. But it's telling you it's just the eye of God and stuff like this. But all of this is in the dome, and they're not doing nothing different but just following the rules in which they are cutting your ass off from. They not supposed to let you get. You supposed to fight to get here. See, that's what make you different. That's what make you a sovereign. That's what make you different. You're a child of the law. You're a child of God. God is a lawful God. Well, George, the founder of America and the founder of Washington, is a lawful human person. You see, it's the same thing. They got us in the metaphysical when it's real. You know what I'm saying? You got to think back like what I said. The Never Ending Story and all of these books. We used to have imagination with reading Rainbow. Well, you got to get back, tap into your imagination and see it. And get out of the metaphysical and imagine in real time. Imagine, daydream again. Don't be afraid to daydream again and ponder these things and wonder, like, whoa, they didn't come up with this system. They just hijacked it. That's it. And they're trying to get the books right and cook the books ever since the theft. They're forever cut off. That's why they don't like the Supreme. The Supreme Court said, no, it's an end. We don't want to. We're not funding that stuff anymore. And what did all them people do? The senator, they got all their people riled up. You can't go against the Supreme Court. You battling God on the land. You can't battle that. That's the law of the land. It was written before, and it's going to be here after you. That's why scripture is here. All this stuff is for here. So don't be afraid to learn, because this is the ultimate goal. It's righteous. It's right. Just like the first, second, and third right. Well, what you think? Why you think the Nazis wanted this? To control you. This is yours. Being a lawful child of God and a lawful person on this land who cannot be deported, that's something else. You're a sovereign. Not a sovereign citizen, but a real breathing, but that comes in time. That comes with redemption and salvage and different laws and stuff. But I want to grasp the main logistics is they did it for a reason. You feel me? And remember they said, Hitler said what? They have those people hostage, or they have God's jewels holding them hostage. It's true. I don't know if he said that, but it's true. I don't know if he said that, but it's true. So no other, like George Soros, don't want black leaders to ever go to Supreme Court. That's what all the distraction stuff is, because your benefits, you have to be able to stand upright. That means as a man, as a independent man, you can say, I know who I am and I know what happened to me, and legally you out of bounds. You see, not I'm mad, I'm frustrated, and this one and that one. Accept. You feel me? Accepting is cold because, you know, it was a hard fall. But that's how you should use that as fuel to want to know more. I didn't just wake up one day. This shit took time. One person being 5 president. Whew. Conspiracy hour. So can you say, Lord have mercy? That's a hell of a topic. What's in the catacombs? Who's in the catacombs? Why are they there? You know, why is this the laughing stock of the community that we came from Africa was put in the ship like this by the queen and them? So we was put on a ship and was all chained down like this, or are these people dead, frozen, going to be frozen, hidden away, bones to be stacked by the bone collector? Press 1. I don't think they alive. I think this is morgue. I don't think they alive. I think this is morgue, and they're transporting thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of, I don't know, gas chambers. A lot of ways to get people out of FEMA camps, concentration camps. Kevin Christ, press 1. Y'all ain't fooling me no more. You probably brought them people. The man in the high castle said, them black people said, well, we got to give honor to the people who was put on them trains and never came back. I was like, what? It's all here. So while y'all giving grace to Adolf Hitler and his family and his friends and shit, make sure you remember your fallen ancestors and stuff like that who failed. Press 1, Coffee and Kush TV. Shout out to the people who supported this broadcast. We talk about rap. That's cool. But we also talk about this stuff. This is history. Lesson to be learned. You can slow this down. Google the stuff that I said. If you don't agree, that's just on you. You can Google it. you know, and I'm just freestyling. I'm going to give a whole lecture and seminar with pictures and frames and admittings. They admitted this. Listen, the man who wrote The Man in the High Castle also wrote Minority Report, which is the story of the 94 crime bill is all happened to you. So the Man in the High Castle is about 6.2 exterminated, press 1, and he also writes a 94 crime bill movie, which is premeditated crime, which is gang injunctions, and you can't have 2-3 people meeting up. Are they about to do a crime? Or all this is what this shit is about. I told you the only one living in the Matrix that got to wake up. The Matrix was about you. The black man waking up to your ignorant being the charge for their whole reality. I said your ignorance is the battery for their whole fucking system, because you want to be sleeping in an entertainment pod like little Neo and one of these motherfuckers, rows of you, the billions of y'all that's out there asleep in these little entertainment pods that don't really see. This shit can be ran from China. You don't even know if Biden is a real character no more. We gonna get to it. Coffee, because I don't want to overwhelm y'all with too much information, because I see a lot of niggas out there calling my phone. They like short-circuiting right now. You feel me? So always learn something from my live stream. Shout out to y'all. Be back in the morning. Coffee and Kush TV. God bless y'all. Shout out to the people. Who is this? In my Cash App. I always try to say what's up, Mr. Ibram and Mrs. White, for nothing but the truth. B from Texas. Shout out to you, Miss Yvette, Mr. Wish, Walker, Mrs. Hagan, LaDonna Morris. Shout out to y'all. God bless y'all. And to my haters, that's on y'all. You can see it how you want to. This is my lane that God gave me personally. So you can't take it. Shout out to Kimberly, and shout out to Kimberly. I thought I saw you contribute on the last super chat, and shout out to you, Miss Brenda, who obviously learned something in the super chat. You feel me? It's my pleasure. And shout out to the people on my Patreon. If you're not on my Patreon, just support patreon.com/Kev Gills TV. My Cash App, cash tag is Gills Gang. Yeah. And as always, family, I'll holla.